Welcome everyone to CWE Adrenaline. I'm Dynamite Dave Petro. We've got another tremendous program for you tonight. In action, Rob Stardom takes on Brenden Collins. Also in action, Red Hot Summer. You don't want to miss that. Dr. Marty is standing by right now. Let's go to him.
We're going to kick off 2022 by greeting the new CWE Heavyweight Champion, Managerial. My friend, that was a long journey for you, and an unfair journey in many regards, but in the end you stood tall, your hand was raised in victory on that internet pay-per-view, and you once again hold the cherished CWE Heavyweight Championship. Congratulations to you as well.
Happy New Year. Thank you very much, Dr. Garbenstein. Thank you, everyone, for your support.
I see that before we can even exchange proper pleasantries, we're being joined here in the ring. To my surprise, not really to yours, I can see.
You're getting a little too excited. You're putting the cart before the horse here. Just hang on. Hang on. We're going way too ahead of ourselves.
The mastermind, Kevin Cannon, familiar to many wrestling fans, although even the best laid plans of mice and mastermind, I guess, don't necessarily work. This is Menfelow's moment, not yours. He's holding the championship, and you've come out for whatever reason to contribute your opinions on the matter, I guess.
Mental, listen. You are getting way too ahead of yourself. You're pumping your tires up a little too much. Now, I know you've done it all in this industry. I know you've had matches against the biggest names in the world right now. Omega, Rollins, Danielson, Kushida. You've faced them all, Mentalo, and you've held championships all over the world. And hey, I'll give you credit. I didn't think you were ever even going to get a shot at that championship again, let alone win it. But here we are. And you did not win the Rumble to Remember. I think it's called Rumble to Remember for a reason, but you don't remember. You didn't win that. You jumped the line. You did everything the wrong way to get to that championship. What? You played dirty, but that's okay, because the corporation can play dirty too. In fact, I have sent Sean Martins out to get tutelage, to get training under the dirtiest player I know, Mark the Shark DiCarlo, for the next month. He's working with him, and he's going to learn the most underhanded ways to make sure you don't do us dirty twice, Mentalo. And I was looking forward to a big ever first-time matchup between Danny Duggan and Sean Martins. That's not going to happen. That's fine. We'll get Mentalo and Martins again. And if memory serves me correctly, you guys wrestled a few times throughout 2021 for the HIW Grand Championship and the CWE Central Canadian Championship. You didn't win any of those belts, but you guys had some matches. They were good matches. You didn't walk away with any gold, but good for you.
Oh, yeah, all right. Enough of that, Red Bigelow.
Let me tell you something. You and Sean Martins have something in common. Neither of you have pinned me. You're a pretty tough guy. Why don't you take your shot?
What?
Okay? Why don't you take your shot?
Listen. You're a little too excited. I'm not here. You're not my opponent. I'm not the one coming out for the CWE Championship. That's Sean Martins. I'm not gonna.
Well, you represent Sean Martins.
You physically.
Okay, you know what?
That's all you got.
I'm just going to step aside. I think that we've heard that. And the
Hey Canada, it's nice to meet you. We're Mary Brown's famous chicken and taters, started in Newfoundland almost 50 years ago. Today, the secret's out, and we're coast to coast across Canada. Yep, that's our food you're drooling over. Made fresh from scratch in store. No fillers, never pre-formed or pre-breaded. Handcrafted, not machine-made. Real food from genuine people. As original as the island where it all began. Mary Brown's, honest to goodness.
Yeah, I got a match right now, you kid. Yeah.
I want him to learn. Don't take it easy on him.
Bob, I've known you a long time. I respect you. I like your kid. When it comes to wrestling and money, I don't take it easy on anybody.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following: Popeye Supplements, 6 Winnipeg locations: Portage Avenue, Kenniston Boulevard, Narran Avenue, St. James, McPhillips, and St. Mary's. Welcome back to CWE Adrenaline. Dave Petro, Andrew Hustler Patterson at ringside, and we are getting ready for a big matchup. And interesting, you heard the words of the Rebel Bobby Collins talking to his longtime friend Rob Stardom, saying, "Don't go easy on the kid, Hustler."
Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time imagining that Brenden Collins needs any toughening up by looking at him, but hey, it's a new business. This isn't bodybuilding. This is professional wrestling.
100%. And Rob Stardom, of course, has wrestled around the world. Japan, Mexico, all through the United States, all through Canada. He is a grizzled veteran, but the pure physicality of Brenden Collins, this has to be a big matchup, and the show of respect there, the fist bump, because, I mean, Rob Stardom has been over to the Collins household for dinner.
Well, he's going to need every ounce of experience to take on a physically imposing specimen like Brenden Collins, but as we mentioned, he's still very raw. There's some great training for this new superstar in CWE.
Absolutely, and this is a big test for him, too. The big size difference on Brenden Collins, but the wily veteran Rob Stardom able to get out of the way.
Yeah, Rob Stardom's been done this dance in the squared circle a few more times than Brenden Collins, and that could be key today in this matchup, Dave, against the biggest and most imposing superstar newcomer in CWE.
He is absolutely a physical specimen, but I should remind everybody that Rob Stardom was tag team champions with Brendan's father, the Rebel Bobby Collins, in the past. So, like I said before, they broke bread together. Rob Stardom has watched Brenden grow up, and now they're in the ring together.
I wonder if they, when they were breaking bread at Thanksgiving, could have ever wondered that they would have been in this situation.
Look at the size of the arms on Brenden Collins.
And yet, Rob Stardom, using that moxie, comes out on top.
We've seen Rob Stardom in so many situations, hardcore matches, death matches, flaming tables matches, and this has to be the biggest man he's ever set foot in the ring with, Hustler.
I was just about to say, you can travel all around the world wrestling every night around the globe. You're not going to find too many bigger opponents than Brenden Collins, Dave.
And Brenden Collins gets better each and every week here on CWE Adrenaline. He's been to various live events where we can across the country. The man is getting a lot of experience, and this is going to be a great test for him tonight.
Well, for sure, and I think that goes to what Bobby Collins had to say before the match. He sees this as an incredible learning experience for his son going against Rob Stardom with so many miles on the odometer in this sport.
He wants him to toughen him up. Headlock takeover, Rob Stardom. Look at the size difference. I still can't believe that size difference. In action tonight, Red Hot Summer. A little bit later on here on CWE Adrenaline. Bryce Bentley and Sammy Peppers always providing the excitement on CWE Adrenaline.
You know I'm a big Red Hot Summer guy, Dave. Really looking forward to that. But first off, very interested to see how this match continues with Rob Stardom taking on this massive individual. But it really has been all Stardom in control so far in this match.
Trying to pry himself out of the side headlock. Brenden, he's going to turn that around, get a reverse and top elbow lock. Takes down Strongstyle Rob. Oh my goodness!
How's he still standing?
Where did that come from? The right hook. Irish whip into the ropes. Here comes Stardom. Comes back with a big boot. That hesitation. And now trying to get him up forever. He's going to backslide. 1, 2. I think the weight of Brenden Collins took him over.
Couldn't hold him there. Heck of a move. Heck of a technical move by Rob Stardom.
Yeah, you gotta wonder, because like I said before, Rob Stardom's known Brenden since he's been a youngster. And this isn't like one of those matchups with the hatred and the rivalry. This is a true test for Brenden Collins and Rob Stardom, of course, back here in the CWE after dropping the Hardcore Championship back last summer to the Misfit Mike Mission, who then dropped it to Easy Rider. But one more, he says.
I'm not sure if this is a winning strategy for Rob, just trying to bulldoze Brenden Collins, to be frank, Dave.
Is this like a little Olympic? He says, just that wasn't Olympic.
There's a veteran move.
I thought he was going to the 4-point stance. Big chop. Ooh, good grief. Referee says get out of the corner. Couple of big hard chops. If he wants to if his dad wanted to get him toughened up, he's getting toughened up.
Wow, this is, listen, I'm very impressed with what Rob Stardom's doing, but
the speed!
You knew it was coming sooner or later.
The speed of what Brenden Collins got to his feet. Sometimes you don't think of these big, huge men with that speed, but Brenden Collins, like a cat jumping up. Oh, my word! What goes up must come down.
No problem in the strength category for Brenden Collins. Asking the fans if they want another go-round for Rob Stardom. Up high.
I think he's going to get it. Up. Power slam, perhaps? No, just tosses him down like a sack of potatoes in the family farm.
Some of the most imposing power you will see in any federation around the globe. Brenden Collins, an absolute physical beast. And he's going in to finish this off, I think, Dave.
What's he going to do? He wanted to get that full Nelson, like the Ken Patera swinging neckbreaker on him. But Stardom, the wily veteran, gets out. The two men exchanging blows. That last one for Brenden, just a glancing blow. Oh, my goodness!
That wasn't a glancing blow.
Oh my word, like Animal of the Road Warriors chopping down Dave Petro in 1984. Yikes!
Well, I still, watching this match, just looking at the sides of Brenden Collins, I have a hard time imagining him as an underdog in this matchup. But man, we've seen a lot of moxie from the veteran Rob Stardom, and he continues to use every trick in the book to take control.
The stomp of the toes to get out of the full Nelson, and a huge suplex by Rob Stardom takes that big man down. And Stardom is he's a little bit worse for wear after a couple of big body slams, and he says, he's loading up. Collins getting to his feet. Here we go. Chops him. That's good strategy to knock the big man down so they're all the same size when you're on the mat. And here we go. Just pulling on him. I don't think Brenden Collins is close enough to the ropes to get up.
What do you say, Brenden?
Oh, my goodness.
This is a serious predicament for the youngster.
And he taps.
Oh, my God. Rob Stardom tapped him out.
He tapped him out. If the Rebel Bobby Collins wanted his son to get toughened up a little bit, he certainly did. Your winner, Rob Stardom, over the very impressive newcomer, Brenden Collins. And Rob Stardom now kind of showing some sportsmanship there, making sure the youngster is okay.
I'm stunned, Dave. What a victory for Rob Stardom.
Absolutely. Your winner, Rob Stardom. Standing by when we come back, Dr. Marty Gold is with the Tag Team Champions and the Mastermind, Kevin Cannon, when we return on CWE Adrenaline.
Hey, Rob. You know, I would have knocked him out, eh? One.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following: Popeye Supplements, 6 Winnipeg locations: Portage Avenue, Kenniston Boulevard, Narran Avenue, St. James, McPhillips, and St. Mary's.
Mary Brown's Chicken with 14 Manitoba locations.
Many CWE fans have remarked online that they were rather surprised that the new year begins the same as the old. Sanchez and O'Doyle, Cannon Corporation, continuing to hold the tag team championships. And, the holiday season seemed to have treated you guys very well and all, but no title defense is announced for the new year. Clean slate, so to speak. What's going on, Kevin Cannon?
Clean slate is absolutely right. We went one full calendar year as tag team champions, and normally that would be cost to have an off season or time off or a rest, but this is CWE, Canadian Wrestling's elite. We got to get right back on that horse, and in fact, I got us booked for a title defense tonight. There's 2 young kids, red hot summer. Don't worry. It's going to be nice and easy. These kids are young, they're green, they're kind of having that whole Tim Tebow first couple of games, getting lucky kind of thing. They are not as good as they've made themselves out to be. In fact, I don't even want to call them red hot summer. Let's call them green hot garbage. It's going to be a walk in the park, AJ. No, it's going to be easy. We'll get our obligatory defense out of the way, and then we're good for the next 30 days. We don't have to put the belts on the line again. Let's just do it tonight. We'll do it now. I've already signed the papers. We can't go back on it.
Main event tonight, Crusher the Bruiser against Red Hot Summer. Big surprise here for all you CWE fans. Back with more action right after this.
It's been too quiet around here. There's a huge void. We're really excited. I can't wait to hear. I can't believe it. Thank you for the support, and let's go.
Look who it is.
Good to be on with you guys.
The first thing I'm thinking is like Summer of Jack Daniels.
There'd have been a whole lot of people not going to work the next day.
Let's just trying to enjoy a beautiful day in Winnipeg.
A nice new format you got going. I'm loving that background in the back.
Well, thank you for having me.
the team of Sammy Peppers and Red Hot Summer.
Well, we promised you Red Hot Summer in action, but I didn't know, probably the surprise to everybody, including you, Hustler, a tag team title defense. The champions, Kevin Cannon there, basically surprised the champs and said, hey, you're going to the ring to defend the belts tonight.
Yeah, I didn't have that one on the bingo card, but I am here for it, Dave. You know I'm a huge Red Hot Summer guy. I've been waiting for them to get a shot at the belts. And now it's time for Bentley and Peppers to see if they can be the ones that leave tonight with the belts around their waist.
I tell you what, I was looking at AJ Sanchez and the Boston Bruiser Kevin O'Doyle, and they just didn't look happy with the mastermind Kevin Cannon. We'll have to watch for signs of dissension, but we've seen the champs overcome odds before to retain their belts. But I got to tell you, Red Hot Summer's been on such a heater in the last few weeks here in the CWE. We could see a tag team title switch right here on CWE Adrenaline.
Well, wouldn't that be nice? I know the fans in attendance would certainly be all over that. And Kevin Cannon, he did sort of spring this one on the guys. AJ Sanchez not spending a lot of time hanging around with his manager at the top. He's all business right now, wants to go and get this taken care of and get the hell out of here.
Sanchez looks like he had dinner reservations and maybe didn't want to step into the ring, but hey, you're fighting champions, Sanchez and O'Doyle. Get in there. Look, Kevin Cannon looks very, very confident. And speaking of confidence, how about Adrian Burton telling Rob Stardom that he would have knocked out Brenden Collins? Good grief! We used to call Burton big balls, but he has some mighty big balls in this one.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the bravado, that's for sure. I'm not sure how based in reality that is, Dave, but heck, I didn't expect to see Brenden Collins come out on the losing end of that match. Still in shock at what happened in the previous go down.
You can't take anything away from, oh, look at this! The champ's going after Red Hot Summer. And this match is underway. One fall, 60-minute time limit, as all CWE Championship matches are. And there we go, a little do-si-do action. Reversal. Here we go, the do-si-do. Oh, good grief! Red Hot Summer is on a heater right now.
And you know what? They've come together as a team so much. That doesn't happen. That reversal doesn't happen a few months ago. They're coming to their own right now. And oh man, O'Doyle just took out AJ Sanchez.
Sanchez looked like he got hit by a truck, and he almost did. The Boston Bruiser, Kevin O'Doyle, is huge. Takes two men to Irish whip him. One goes low. Sammy Peppers, takes him out with a boot. And a big elbow. Bryce Bentley. The champs are in trouble early on. 1, 2. The Boston Bruiser able to kick out.
Relentless teamwork by Red Hot Summer. AJ Sanchez still outside of the ring right now, and O'Doyle feeling it from both Bentley and Peppers.
Next week on CWE Adrenaline, the Hardcore Championships could be on the line. Dragneil will challenge EZ Rider again next week on CWE Adrenaline. The matter at hand, though, the champs, O'Doyle and Sanchez. And look at this, Sanchez. He tried to get Peppers and got smacked. Oh, but that was a distraction. Kevin O'Doyle comes back with a hard clothesline and a big shoulder block. I think the ring moved about 2 inches with that one.
That's when, O'Doyle and Sanchez are at their best, with their opponent in their corner and using every single ounce of weight to their advantage, and he just stepped right over Sammy Peppers there. Ouch.
Good grief. The tag team scene in the CWE has never been better. Sweet and tasty. Bobby Shink and Travis Cole. We see Josh Holiday going to team with Chad Daniels in the future. The Degenerates, the Lords of the Underworld, and of course, the matter at hand, the number one contenders right now, Red Hot Summer against the champs.
Well, they've earned their way, but still, AJ Sanchez, Kevin O'Doyle, they set the bar for the tag team division here in CWE, and this is a test that Red Hot Summer's been waiting for a long time, and they're getting it right now with the belts on the line.
We saw them in the summertime, especially at Lilac. They lit up the crowd. That was huge. And now, in number one spot, ducks that clothesline. Sammy Peppers, he's going to pull over the big man. He does. He gets him over. 1, 2. Sanchez able to kick out. Sammy Peppers had him in a pit. Good grief.
How is his head still attached to his torso, Dave?
I just took a first aid course. There's going to be some head trauma and some neck trauma on that one. Yikes. Oh, the big size 14 boot of the Boston Bruiser, Kevin O'Doyle, meets Sammy Pepper's forehead. And here comes the rest of them. Oh, my goodness.
This is textbook Sanchez and O'Doyle teamwork right now. These is why these guys have held the belts for as long as they have.
Oh, and no preparation for this one. You saw this in backstage with Marty. Kevin Cannon basically telling these guys they got a title defense, and these guys didn't look happy, but they're making the most of it right now. Look at this full Nelson on the Boston Bruiser applying to Sammy Pepper's. Yikes.
Just incredible power from O'Doyle. He's synonymous with that, as is his tag team partner, AJ Sanchez.
Tag team championship on the line right here on CWE Adrenaline. Dave Petro ringside with Andrew Hustler Patterson from Winnipeg Sports Talk.
Devastating powerbomb on Sammy Peppers, and right now the champs are in complete control, Petro.
He is absolutely. Doyle just dropped that leg. Didn't get much height on it like a Hulk Hogan would have, but the devastation of the 300-plus pound Boston Bruiser.
Dude, when you're clocking in at that weight, that you don't need to get very high as long as you're going down on your opponent.
Hats off to the ring crew for reinforcing this ring, but Sammy Pepper's able to counter that last attack, and the Boston Bruiser kind of momentarily dazed. He's in the wrong corner. He's going to switch over. He's trying to make that tag to his tag team partner. Sammy Pepper's also needs to make the tag. We haven't seen much of Bryce Bentley in this, and here comes Sanchez, and here comes Bryce Bentley, and he just gets leveled.
Watch what you wish for, Bryce. Here is AJ Sanchez in a bad mood.
Oh, misses with that clothesline, and comes back. The momentum knocks him off his feet. Comes back with a couple of big chops.
He really connected on that first one.
Now he ducks the clothesline, ducks the second clothesline, and off he goes and just connects right to the chin of Sanchez. And O'Doyle gets one for good measure, and they're pointing. They're going after the Canadian Crusher.
Red Hot Summer in total control right now.
And here comes Sammy Peppers with a big elbow. Bryce Bentley says, I want some of them too. And how did he get him up for the inverted atomic drop? Sammy Peppers now comes back in. Here comes Bryce Bentley. The action is too fast to call.
Kevin Cannon's wondering, what have I got the tag team champions into tonight?
Oh, just lays him right out. Kevin Cannon now looks like he's grabbed one of the championship belts. What is going on at ringside?
He's trying to rectify a mistake from earlier tonight, Dave.
Referee, he just tosses the belt, and the referee's right in front, and here comes Kevin Cannon behind the referee's back, and he just lays out. The referee turns around in time. Justice prevails. A disqualification. And your winners are going to be Sammy Peppers and Bryce Bentley, Red Hot Summer. But it's a disqualification, Hustler, and the belts won't change hands.
Well, they better be getting a rematch after that. That was one of the most impressive performances we've ever seen from Red Hot Summer. They get the W against the tag team champs. Maybe it's time for a no DQ or ban Kevin Cannon from the ring, something like that, because that is BS.
Kevin Cannon now talking to his men. It looks like he's taking the blame, but really, they retained the championships. But I gotta tell you, look at that body language on O'Doyle. Look at the body language on the Canadian Crusher, AJ Sanchez. He says, come on, man, we're still champs. And these guys just, look at Sanchez just leaving the ring area. Still the tag team champs, but don't look very happy.
No love for Kevin Cannon. He's standing there with the belts, and they're just leaving the ring.
We're out of time. On behalf of Dr. Marty and the Hustler, Andrew Patterson, Dave Petro, say good night from CWE Adrenaline.